Viewers, day 70, just leaving Charlottesville and Waynesboro, starting on the hike. He's not getting out of this video, so this is Hawkeye. He let me stay at the his Airbnb last night with his wife Tammy. It's their 34th wedding anniversary this weekend. I feel a lot better. Great day today. It's going to be sun's out, but the humidity's not there. In about 2 days' time, you'll see me in pain again because the humidity will be there then. But yeah, Hawkeye's going to track me, and this is how great these people are. He's already offered to pick me up in Maine if I make it to the end, and him and his wife are going to take me all the way back to New York, which is about a 9-hour drive. On top of that, he's got family in Pennsylvania that may help me out with a place to stay, even if it's just a piece of lawn for me tent. And he's going up to visit his family in Hanover, which I walk through as well, and likely be the same time. So there's a whole lot of times he's going to try and catch up with me. Good news is that he's hopefully over the next few years going to do it in sections and finish the AT. So I'm really happy for that. And great mate. I can't wait till he comes down to Australia. So Tash, we've got to get a bed because we need an extra bed for the guests. They're looking to come hopefully in the next couple of years, so and meet our family. So, all right, thank you.
Godspeed.
Yep. All right. Just undo that. So back at Rockfish Gap, just crossed over the freeway, takes you to Charlottesville, and heading into the bush again, just up here. Cars look like there might be some day hikers. I think we get into the Shenadoah National Park today, so that is supposed to be some nice hiking. I'm looking forward to that. Well, the last bridge was only over the side road. This is the main interstate. We go across this bridge and then up into the bush. So I'm at the information centre for the Shenadoahs, and I'm down at this red dot down here, and then we slowly go all the way up. And it's a very narrow sort of national park. And yeah, go for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles, and we come out at Front Royal. It's right up the top there. Yeah, so supposed to be really good walking now.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenadoah River.
Can't play that music yet. We're not in West Virginia. I know, yes, this is the Shenadoah National Park. Yes, that was the Blue Ridge Parkway we went over the last few days. But yeah, we're not in West Virginia yet, so we can't play that music yet. Alright? Wait till the border. Just nearing the top of the first climb of the day, and it's about 10 AM, so just under 2 hours since I left Hawkeye and got organised. Some sort of communication towers up on here. I think it's Bear Den Mountain or something. Hope the name doesn't mean there's a whole lot of bear dens around here, but I haven't seen any wildlife other than the rabbit that scared the bejesus out of me. This trail has been really nice. There's a few little ups and downs. I think 400 was the main up. Biggest thing about it has been some track intersections, like now, and it's very hard to know which way you're going. Now I know I got to go that way because I've seen that in a YouTube video. There's some sort of tractor seats up here to sit on with a disused, looks like a fire ring or something. But yeah, they're just been placed up here to sit down on. And yeah, you go around here. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is trail magic. I think it's trail works. Some sort of road work going on here, and the trail crosses the road right where these works are happening and goes up in that meadow and then up into the trees. Well, I've left my mark in America because that was still very hot bitumen, and I've put footprints into the road. He's coming back to roll it though. So they're the towers I was at about 20 minutes ago. Come down that ridge into the paddock, across the hot bitumen road. It was sizzling, was that hot, and then up through this pasture, and going to continue up into the bush. So I'm at the summit of Little Calf Mountain. Don't know if you can hear the little bit of road work still down the bottom. I feel like I've done a bit of a circle because there's the tower I was at even earlier. I went down that ridge down to the cars and into the bush, and I've just come out here and we're actually going in over there again in the background there. So, but there's a good view of the other mountains in the background here. We've come from somewhere on some of those mountains back there. Yeah, it's so nice today. The climbs are easy, enjoyable. The weather's nice, and I'm stopping for a break. Sorry, one last thing. I just passed two hikers going southbound, and I heard them coming down, so I tapped me poles, and the lady at the front says, "Oh, we're not bears." And I said, "Oh, that's good." And she goes, "But you're right to be careful because we've seen 4 in the last 2 days." So I'm heading in that direction. Different type of path today. So, a lot more gravelly. It's a path rather than a rock climb. I'm out in the sun at the moment. Probably a mountain I've got to climb by the looks of it, but so far the climbs have been pleasant in the Shenadoahs. I'm 10 miles in, just coming up to a car park overlook area, and that's where I'm probably going to stop and have lunch. Not a lot of water sources looking on gut hooks, so I grabbed 2 litres of water at the last one, and I've still got what I was carrying, which is probably half a litre, just to get me through to the shelter, because I don't normally drink a lot while I'm walking, but just in case, because it is quite warm. I've come out to this car park. Looks like I've got a couple of hikers getting ready to head out. It's the view they give. It's this information about flowers. That's the view you get. And I'm going to take a seat under there and have lunch. So I've just had lunch. There was 2 hikers here when I got here, and took a photo for them, and we were talking, and they're actually looking at going to Dundo picnic area, which is 12.5 miles. And my original plan was Black Rock Hut, I think it was, which is 10 miles from here. But the first 10 miles was so easy. Pleasant was more than easy. I'm actually thinking I might try and do the 12.5 as well. And there's a couple of reasons. One, the easy terrain makes it I can do bigger miles today. The weather's better. It's supposed to be humid in 2 days' time again, so I'll be in the same boat with if it's mountains, it'll be hot and steamy and sweaty. Also, in the next section, on the 12th of May, which is 2 weeks ago, there's a Turk Gap, and it says be careful because there was a mama bear with 2 cubs seen. And on the same day, on the 12th of May, at Black Rock Hut, just above the water source, there was a large black bear seen. So I'd like to camp where I know there's going to be people. I'm not familiar with bears, so that's my aim at this stage. I'm thinking I might do the 12.5. So, but I'll see how the afternoon terrain is. In the Shenadoahs, the paths are so nice. It's really reminds me of the Australian trails. So I've just come from there. I'm going that way, but there's a signpost, and they also signpost. So I don't know if you're going to be able to read that because I don't think it'll focus. Oh, yeah, Appalachian South, Appalachian North, and then this side, this other trail is Turk Mountain Trail, Turk Mountain Summit. 0.8. I'm not going to the summit, but yeah, so that's Turk Mountain. I'm at Turk Gap parking area, elevation 2625. It's pretty much exactly how I feel today. Turk Gap. Hawkeye, I know what I mean by that. So this is Skyline Drive, which is a follow-on from Blue Ridge Parkway. The Blue Ridge is on the other side of Waynesboro, and this Skyline Drive drives through the Shenadoahs. And I actually think this is the one we pass over about 30 times. So we're going down here, I believe. And the Shenadoah has a green tunnel as well. It's beautiful walking today. Ooh, a little bit low. Reminds me of walking in the prom. Alright, I'm at the top of Black Rock Mountain. There's another one of these rock scrambles. And the view down the mountain. This is another one of those rock rivers, but a real true one. Have a look at this. Now, that just amazes me. What causes that? Got an absolutely spectacular view and a river of rocks. So a slightly different angle, and you can see it just keeps going down like a river. Amazing. What a view. Wow. Okay, rest of the AT, pay attention. Look at these trails. This is a walking track. This is what I'm used to in Australia. Not rock scrambles that pound your feet. Afternoon viewers, 5:30 in the afternoon. I'm into my last mile for a 23-mile day. I am feeling quite good. Hawkeye gave me eggs and sausages this morning. Obviously a good cook because I felt really energetic. Probably could have done another 4. I was looking at it, but the campground that goes to charge $15. So I'm going to cut short here in another mile, and it'll be a 23-mile day, which is 3 more than I was planning to do. The trail is very hiker friendly. There is some ups. I did a 900 up and a 700 up today, so that's what 330 metres and 220 metres. So they weren't as big as some of the ones we get, but they were still ups, and there were still some rocks, but just the gradient, the trail's user friendly, it's wide, it's easy to see where your footing's going, you can have a look around. It was a nice day, so it wasn't slippery and wet either. Just walk along next to Skyline Drive a lot, and there've been a lot of motorbikes today, so if you can hear that rumbling in the background, it's a motorcycle group. Anyway, so just letting you know, 1 more mile and I'll be setting up my tent. Hey viewers, so I went to camp at Dundo picnic area. Looked like you could camp there to me. Sort of read gut hooks and that, and they said there were sort of rough campsites, but I must have misread it. There's a ranger come and said you can't camp there. So I cooked my tea, haven't eaten it, it's in the pack, I'll have to eat it cold. Had a hot chocolate, drunk that while I was walking, because I got to try and do, it was 7:30 at night and I had to do just under 4 miles to get to that campsite. It's going to cost me $15. There is a shower there, coin one, and I'm going to stay there for breakfast in the morning. Well, just around from that there's a wayside and I'm going to have breakfast there. So trying to get in before it gets too dark, because I've got to put my tent up and everything, and I won't be able to see what I'm doing and won't even be able to tell how to pay. But yeah, so that's going to make it a very big day today, because I had already done 23, and this extra 4 or just under will make it about 26.5 to 27. So and 800 feet uphill. So at the moment it's flat, but I've got to go up. All right, cheers.